You are not the only Archon in Hellas seeking power and glory for his people. You have many rivals. Know your place among them by visiting the rankings. Those who seize their place at the top shall be rewarded with drachmas each week. There are many kinds of warriors. If raiding does not suit your purposes, know that there are ranking categories for defense, offense, sieges, and more. You will have more than one way to show Greece your strength. Spartan strength doesn't come from our skill in combat, Archon, but from our ability to fight as one. To wage this war, you must forge alliances with other cities. Build an embassy to establish relations with other Archons. Excellent. Now that you have a residence for ambassadors from other cities, it's time to put it to use. My time with you grows short, Archon, and there is much that remains for you to learn. When I am gone, you must draw upon the wisdom of the ancient scrolls. Open the guide to find the Believe me when I tell you, Archon, a great ruler must be as apt with letters as he is with spear and shield. Knowledge, not brute force, will be your greatest weapon. Seek counsel from the guide and other successful Archons for lessons in strategy and warfare. A leader is only as good as the allies he chooses, Archon. If you think you can beat Xerxes or your rivals alone, you're a fool. And will soon be a dead fool. Trade galleys and reinforcements will travel faster between cities than have entered into alliances. Seek out a likely ally, and send an alliance offer. Archon, pay a visit to your lumberyards and forges. You have resources awaiting collection. Xerxes is no fool. As you defeat his forces, he will take up new positions with larger armies. See that you keep any units you recruit from these battles in reserve at your Acropolis. Now go and attack another position. Excellent. Remember to distribute your forces carefully between different fronts, and do not leave your city unprotected. Your enemies may be planning attacks while you're away. Do not let victory dull your common sense. The enemy will grow in numbers, and the battles shall grow more challenging. Take time to rebuild your strength as needed, and attack only when ready. The Persian army...
Unhand me, you Philistines! I must speak to him! My apologies, noble Archon. I am Orpheus, the greatest singer in all of the Ecumene. And you, well, need no introduction. That regal profile, strong chin, commanding gaze. The tales are true. Archon, the fates have spoken to me. You are the one who must lead the cause for a free, united Greece. I humbly beg leave to aid you, to spread word of your feats that others will follow. But the people will need deeds, not just words. I beg of you, go to the aid of our allies in Ionia, that I may write a song of your victory.
Greek knowledge of medicine is the greatest in the world, Archon. When your warriors fall, why spend time replacing them? Make a small payment of drachmas to the healer, bleed their ill humors, and return them to battle. If you should defeat all Persian positions around your city, don't worry, there will be more. Each day the Oracle will reveal the location of new battles for you to win. You will lose many men in the coming days, and larger, stronger armies will take time to replace on your own. Remember the healer when next you must field a large force in little time. Building stables will allow you to field scouts to spy upon your enemies before attacks. In time, this will also be where you train cavalry units like mounted peltasts, Macedonian cavalry, and a gamer horseman. Excellent. These riders will be your eyes and ears across all of Hellas. Why do we need scouts? Don't mock me, Archon. Need I explain to you the wisdom of gauging your enemy's strength and wealth before committing your main forces to an attack? Train one now. We will have need of him shortly. A skilled scout is worth a phalanx of crack hoplites if used correctly. Do not make the mistake of underestimating your enemy or wasting your men on a worthless objective. Archon, send your scouts to a neighboring city to probe their defenses. The number of scouts you send must outnumber the enemy scouts guarding their city in order to be successful. If they do not come back alive, you shall have to return with a stronger force. Excellent. Now that you know their strength, you may exploit their weaknesses in the future. Remember to keep a strong force of scouts within your city at all times, so that your enemies may not do the same to you. Enough talk. It's time to give your warriors a taste of battle. Send a raiding party to a hostile city. They do not deserve resources they cannot protect. Go, Archon, and do not return to me until you are victorious.